Welcome, everyone. This is your host, Brother Michael. This is the Pipe TV podcast. Today's episode is about a special individual who is into acting. Matter of fact, his resume is beyond approach. If you was to read this resume that I'm looking at right now, you would say to yourself, man, he has done so much in theater. He's an actor. He does, in fact, right here it says he has dialects. He Spanish, English. Matter of fact, once we get involved, we will ask him about all that. But before we get started, I have a co-host here. Her name is Wendy Goldsmith. She was on the show a few weeks ago. Matter of fact, her episode airs this Saturday on Brick TV. Also in the house, I have Simone Swartz. She has a book out called PTSD.
And what helped me?
And that's what helped her. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
And it can help you too.
Well, without a doubt. So we got a full house today. But our special guest here, and we're going to ask him to introduce himself. Or if not, better yet.
You sure you don't want to take a shot?
Me take a shot at that?
Yeah.
I would like the person who knows you the best to introduce you.
Okay.
Because matter of fact, you guys are related, so let's just get down and dirty. Miss Goldsmith, can you introduce our special guest for today?
Hello, everyone. Here at Pipe TV Podcast, we are proud to have in a studio a New York-born, well-trained actor who has touched and experienced all sections of the acting arena. From Broadway, off-Broadway, commercials, theater, local theaters. And he's just a phenomenal actor who brings so much skills, diversity, laughter. He also does comedy. He's just a phenomenal actor, and he just so happens to be my nephew.
All right.
So today I present to you Mr. Cheveyo Madu Abayomi.
All right. Look at that.
What's up, you guys? How you guys doing?
Hey, welcome.
A big head now. I don't know how to follow that. Jeez. Oh, man. Expectations.
It's better than what I would have done.
Now, I mean, that was impressive. Thank you. But yes, Wendy Goldsmith is my aunt. She does a lot of charitable work with her company, Chadu Ben, I think that is. So yes. Big up to Chadu Ben. Go check them out. So big up to everybody around. It should be a good conversation. How you doing, Michael?
I'm doing just fine, sir. Yeah. So what can I call you so I don't stumble over your name?
Okay, let's make it easy. Because my name's Cheveyo, but I'll let you off the hook. You could call me Chevy, like the car,
Chevy,
or Chev.
Oh, right, Chevy. Okay, all right.
That should work.
Yeah, as long as we don't speed up and go forward.
No,
okay.
I mean, unless you need to go there, that's fine. You know what I mean? I'm on your time.
I like that name, though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cheveyo.
Appreciate
nice.
you.
But what's the ethnicity behind
it? It actually comes from Hopi Native American.
Oh.
And it's actually it means spirit warrior. Mm-hmm. But they use them as, it's called a kachina in their culture, from what I understand. And they used to use it as like a boogeyman thing. It's like, oh, if you don't listen, Cheveyo's going to come and get you. But it's basically like kind of like a avenger god. Okay. So kind of like, Godzilla, come back and mess everything up, but it's to bring order to the chaos that's already out there. You know what I mean? So.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So do you feel like you bring order to chaos? Do you live up to your names?
A lot of times, not to like to my own, but at the same time, it's not like, I'm trying to smell my own fart or anything. It does happen just because I'm trying to be more harmonious with the people around me. But it's not that it's easy or anything. It's just, I try to put myself in their shoes, see how people are feeling, try to assess why, and then be a solution if I can. But if not, I've also learned to like not get too involved because that's also dangerous too. So you have to like kind of have that barrier and like, okay, what's my job versus their job? And here, this is what you want. Cool. If not, I'm gonna be on this side. You know what I mean? So kind of like that.
Okay.
So this is Wendy. I've seen your resume, of course, and
Yeah.
everyone here in the room has seen your resume as well.
Mm-hmm.
Were you one of those kids growing up saying that I wanted to be an actor?
Not quite. It's weird because the thing is, I grew up watching like some animes back in the day, and there was one in particular that I was like really fixated on, and so like I made my own fan fiction based on it, and wanted to make like my own like live action anime in a tent, whatever. But my parents was like, oh, we don't know if we have the money and whatever, so it's almost like an unfulfilled dream, just trying to create that.
Mm-hmm.
But essentially, what I wanted to be was a Power Ranger. So, like, that's the main reason why I wanted to get into acting and everything. Now, if I thought about it all over again, I'd be a stunt man because I like the adrenaline rush and just, like, staying fit and all that. But, like, at the time, my mom was like, no, I don't want you to do anything. I'll break your leg. Oh, you can't be, so all that. So I was just like, let me not do that. But if I could do it all over again, that's what I would do because, yeah.
So at what age did you actually decide acting is something that I wanted to do, that you wanted to do?
I guess that was around the time that I was going into high school, because up until that point I was a musician.
Mm-hmm.
Like to the point where like in elementary school they thought I was going to be a prodigy because they gave me the recorder, and they haven't seen anybody in about 20 years actually like pick up all the music and come up there with their own variation, and to the point where like the music teacher was giving me the alto recorder, the tenor recorder, the bass recorder. We went out and had like a little minstrel show that we like, went to the different classrooms just to get them excited to like be a part of the program, because I was back in the 90s when they still had the arts in public school. So it started from there, but like going from junior high school into high school, it was like, okay, either switch to guitar or do something else. And my parents didn't want to pay for the guitar lessons, which I understand, it's a whole other excursion, I guess you could say, for lack of a better word. But it was like either do that or acting, and I was like, I have that knack for the acting, so let's try. And then that's kind of like what started me on the path on, being in the theater and jazz hands and what have you. So yeah.
Did you go to school? Were you professionally trained?
Yes, I was professionally trained from 9th grade into going into NYU undergrad. I was trained in practical aesthetics with the Atlantic Theater wing. And then after that, I started doing stand-up comedy on my own. So, sorry about that. But yeah.
So comedy. Tell me about comedy. Have you been on a stage?
I have back in the day, and then one more time when I first got into Atlanta. But it's been a long time. But I mean, right after graduating NYU, I was doing it for 3 years. So I did it from 2009 to 2012. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times it would just be bringer shows and like, amateur shows and things like that. But I made a lot of good contacts. But again, it was starting to like dawn on me that it really isn't like how well you do. It's more who you know. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying it's like that all the time, but I was never the one that like wanted to network trying to be like, what can I get out of you? If it didn't naturally become like something amicable or a rivalry that happened, it's like, I don't want to force that. Mm-hmm. I guess I was naive, but that's just how it felt like to me at the time. So that's kind of where it went.
So how many years of acting do you have up under your belt?
I would say about 20 plus years, 25, I would say, more or less. Yeah. I mean, it's on and off, but like, once you study with the conservatory, like I have, like you have like a good grounding that at that point you don't really need to keep practicing. It's more, trying out different roles and seeing if you can hold your own, more or less. But I mean, some people do want to keep going to this, training, and I mean that's cool too. But like at a certain point, once you have your style, that's your style. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it just depends on the circumstance, I guess you could say.
Yeah, but question, so you talk about style. Mm-hmm. What do you mean by style in a sense?
Well, okay, for instance, when I went to NYU, come to find out there's about, 8 or 9 studios, maybe more than that at this point, of different acting styles. So we all come from Stanislavski. That's where you come from, the time from the Greeks where everybody's like kind of singing and having the chorus into more of a realistic style.
Okay.
But from Stanislavski, there was several other schools of acting, say Stellar Adler, Strasberg, what's it called? Cap 21, which is like musical theater, and that was a whole other genre with the vaudeville back in the day. Then you have the experimental theater wing, and then the style that I went into was practical aesthetics, which is more the more recent conservatories, and that was created by David Mamet and Bill Macy. And so their whole style is, breaking it down to like, this is more a job. It's not like you have to get so immersed in the character that you are one and the same, like you have something to prove. And that's not to hate on the, what's it called? The method actors.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's like we have a little bit of a, what can you say, a reputation to be like, chill out. It's still, like, at the end of the day, we should be able to address you who you are because you're a sane person. When they say cut, we should be able to say, Michael, chill, just chill out. Like, you don't have to be the Joker right now. You know what I'm saying? So I know that's not who played the Joker, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm sure NYU helped perfect your craft
Yeah,
as an actor.
100%.
Can you remember your first audition?
Oh, God.
Can you also remember your first booked it? You booked something.
big
How
one.
did you feel
Okay,
as
okay.
an actor?
Do you mean like would I book something that was like money or just book something that was like a project?
Well, tell me about your first project,
Okay.
and then tell me about something that you booked and you actually got paid for it.
Okay, so I guess my first audition. Oh man, I don't know if I should tell this. This is embarrassing, but it's embarrassing. But
It's life. It
is what it is. You're right. You're right. So I guess the first audition I had was in junior high school. It was to be the Scarecrow. And like I was doing well as a Scarecrow, but I forgot one of the songs, and everybody else after me was like singing the song. So I was like, damn it, I'm not gonna get it. I didn't have the song, but like, so I didn't. They saw me crying, but I was like, I don't know. They still gave me the Scarecrow, so I was like, yes, but it's like at the same time, I was like, was it because they saw me and they felt pity? I don't know. But it was like one of my first ones, and then there's another one, but that's not the first one. And then you were saying first
The
project,
first real campaign that you did and you got
real
paid.
campaign to get paid. I guess it would be back in the day when. Do you guys remember MTV Tres when it first came out, like the bilingual MTV?
I'm not quite sure.
Yes.
Okay. Well, the thing is, they had a commercial where they were doing like a slew of like just Latin music video, not music videos, but just that music, and then like setting like certain situations. For instance, like I was in the one where they had like two women dancing for this guy's affection at the bar. I happened to be the guy at the bar, played by in the background they have Shakira's "Hips Don't Lie."
Okay.
So that was like the first like major thing. Like I got back on the block and people like, yo, you on that thing, bro? And I was like, yeah, bro. Like, I'm like, yeah. So there's a whole.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but was that during the time of Super Bowl that they played?
No. That was a print ad I did right before I left New York, and I was like burnt out, and that's a whole other story. But that was like more 2010, 20. No, I think it was 2012 actually, because that was the last gig that I got before I left, and just changed everything because I was like I couldn't do the starving artist thing for that long. You know what I mean? So.
But let me ask you this then. So,
Yeah.
getting back to style, so can you
sorry.
immerse yourself into any style, or you just focused on one style in particular?
Well, I mean, I went to the conservatory with Atlantic, so I studied the conservatory of practical aesthetics. So, I mean, I know of the other styles, and yes, you could kind of use some of their techniques. Like, for instance, Meisner is really known for like starting neutral, but repeating, and letting the tension of that create the scene. We do that as like exercise to get into a meditative state, so that way we can like zone in. But it's not the end all be all. So like I guess to a certain degree there is some like flexibility, for lack of a better term, but it's not. For the most part, if you studied one style, that's kind of what you stay in. But at the same time, over time, it's like you do kind of grab onto different other tools,
Different
and then it
aspects
becomes
of it,
it becomes your own craft. You know what I mean? So it's just what works for you.
So you can become a bum one day, and now you a lawyer the next day.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's usually just it. I mean, people's personality, it doesn't really define it. It's more like what you put on. Like the bum could be wearing something, but he could be very astute. You've seen that in
Yes,
many
yes, I have, yeah.
tropes. And then the other side, the guy could be Wolf of Wall Street, where he's like a piece of shit, but at the same time he's like brilliant. So like, but, you know, so it just depends.
Do you actually go and you study the individuals that you may be cast in? For instance,
It depends on the character. If it's more of a historical figure, then yeah, you want to make sure that you're accurate and you got it down. But if it's like more of a feeling toward like, not a feeling, but like you're kind of trying to get the realm in which like a character lived, like say the 20s, and like it's more like the feel in terms of their externals, like how they talk, how they hold themselves up and everything, then I'd go more with that and be a little bit more explorative with that process, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
So yeah.
Because I also notice here that you speak several dialects, or if I said it correctly, accents. Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, especially early on when you're trying to get as much work as you can. Like I'm light skinned, so it's like I'm gonna try to play that as much as I can. You know what I mean? So I had to develop like an English dialect, a Trini dialect, and I don't know if I could jump straight into those things, but like I think even like what is it called, like the West African dialect, or like I guess that's, I don't know if that's West African, the Wakanda one. So yeah, so you know, but like
we can't get a taste. We can't get
I
a
don't
sample?
know which one. me don't know which one you want first. You want the Trini? We can do the Trini, no problem, because we grew up with it. You know what I mean?
Okay, all right.
So me give me two for too damn stupid. You need to move your tail before me give me 2 licks in your backside. Okay. You know. But that's just because my best friend's mom was Trini, and I grew up with them too. The other ones I haven't practiced in a while, so forgive me. Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, I see here Spanish and
British.
Let me see. No, I mean, because if I'm trying to get the Cockney going, it's a really hard one to just pull in, you know what I mean? Because it's really close to English, but it's not really that freaking close.
All right.
But you have to really know, like for most people be saying you're fucking, and that's not it. That's more Australian. When they say f***ing, they won't say f***ing like that. That goes up just like we'd say f***ing. It's the same thing.
Right.
But no, most people don't think like that. So I mean, so it's little stuff like that. Like we had to go. You know,
I like that.
I know that was a little dirty. I'm sorry.
Oh well, it's cleaner than
You
most.
convinced me.
Yeah, well, there's more Cockney, so it has to be a little bit more. Yeah. So kids, go to bed. I'm sorry. But it is what it is.
So do you have any projects? Well, I should ask you first. Do you write?
I do write. Yeah.
Do you have any projects that is coming up the pipeline?
Right now, I do have something that is in the fire, but I can't really talk about it too much. But I will say this: I am trying to put it in the same style as like a Netflix special, but just a little bougie spin, I guess you could say, on it, because I am from theater, so it's what I have to do.
So you're looking for sponsorships and things of that nature?
At some point, yes. We're still in the beginning stages, so it's like, you know, we may have like a working name, but even that I can't disclose quite yet, because we're still in, seriously, the mixing pot of everything. So it's just like, you know, me having a voice recorder, doing my process of like bringing the chaos in my mind and then bringing it to the missus and being like, hey, can you parse this, because that's my secret weapon. Y'all didn't hear that, but that's my secret weapon.
So definitely we're looking for
women are everybody's secret weapon.
Yeah.
So we definitely
I have to keep them around. No,
we're definitely looking for sponsorships, major production companies. Netflix, he's a hot one. He's a hot one. There's a lot of other production companies I'm sure that would like to grab you. But if they're interested in getting in touch with you for sponsorship or major TV brands, they can definitely call 917-748-0306.
Let's repeat that one more time, please, so they can really hear it.
You can call 917-748-0306. I'm cheering for him because he is my nephew, but more so because I know that he's a very skilled actor. And he definitely has what it takes. He just has to be placed in the right position with the right people, and I'm sure that you will be happy and grateful that you jumped on board. So what is your ultimate goal as an actor?
Well, at this point, like, I was okay with just being, because I switched from acting to electrician. Now I'm like an electrician through IBEW, and I'm grateful for the opportunity, because
but you always have to have a backup.
Right. But the thing is, that's what I'm saying. The backup was the electrician thing. So now that I'm a full-fledged electrician, it's like now the world has opened up. Now I can, like, pay for things and, save money, have a little nest egg. So what I really want to do is just try to see if I could do this one-man show, put money towards it and see what it is. Because I was okay with just working with community theaters in my area and things like that. But I've seen time and again, every time I try to push the envelope to try to, bring them and like kind of heighten that level, there's always pushback. And it's like, no, we don't want to do that. And I think they're doing that because they want to make sure that they're safe. But I think at this point, it's like, it's time to challenge that notion, because this thing that we call theater, it comes from the ritual of coming together, being around the fire and sharing these stories, becoming one just through humanity's experience that we have night after night after we do our daily thing. And so I think we lose that when we try to commercialize it a little too much. And so for me, I guess I want to do work that's really worth it, that really does challenge the moral fabric of the society and try to like really spurring on those conversations that might be too hard to have or even might be too existential, just to shake things up a bit.
Sometimes you have to step out the box.
Exactly. And that's always where I am. It's like I like doing things that really stand out and might be a little uncomfortable, but at the same time, it's worth it in the end.
And the thing is, and this is the key, this is the key, there's a lot of people who are scared to step out the box, and they'll try to persuade other people to stay in the box. But what if everybody stayed in the box? The creativity and the direction of a lot of these people out here would not have blossomed.
Of course not.
And been household names. So you just keep pushing. And of course, if you would like to get in touch with Cheveyo, you could call 917-748-0306. If you want to shoot him an email, you could send an email to Chidubem Inc., CHIDUBEMINC @gmail.com. If they wanted to follow you on social media, what would you be your social media?
I guess right now you could use the Madman Madu at IG. I'm not really on there like that, but you can try as Mod like MAD, Mon like the Jamaicans say, yeah, Mon, Madu, which is my middle name, at IG. So there you go.
So in your experience in all different segments of the acting platform, which one draws you closer? Do you like drama? Do you like comedy? Do you like
it's wherever they're foolish enough to give me a mic because I like to talk. I guess I could blame my mom for that. But really, it's whatever is compelling to me. Like at this point, like last play I was in is called Leading Ladies. I was in a dress for half of it. I know Cat Williams probably drop kick me in my knee if I was somebody important. But like
you are important.
No, I know. But the thing is like I did it because the comedy was there, like it's written in there. You know what I mean? It's part of it. They're like trying to con this old lady, and the nephews come to find out was the nieces. They're like, screw it, we're still gonna put these dresses on and get this money. You know what I mean? So, and also comic relief, and it was fun because I got to steal the show every night. So.
Yeah, one of the things that I always find very fascinating is this person. I cherish her. Her name is Allison Williams Foster. She is what we call a triple threat. Quad threat, really. She can do acting, dancing, everything else. So noticing here in theater, when you are doing theater, is there a particular way that you go about preparing yourself? Because if you are going for a particular role, you have to be able to sing, dance, do all those things.
It depends.
It depends. Okay.
The thing is, like, it's weird because I'm one of those ones that's like triple threat, but I don't like musical theater, even though I'm like kind of made for it. Okay. Like I can sing well. I'm more baritone, so I have to retrain my voice. It's been a long time.
Right.
But like dancing, I did like break dance, like especially like the whole back in the day, You Got Served. I'd go to every club in New York City and be like, battle me. Let's go right now. So love that. And then like acting, I've been doing it for years. So I should probably go see that. But again, it depends on what role you're going in. Now, if you're talking about mostly like drama or comedies, which I do, a lot of it for me, aside from doing my work by going through the script and reading it and everything, I do a lot of, I guess you could say, integrating music into my process. Because usually on the subconscious level, it kind of like influences your body, and at least for me, I'm a dancer, so it's like my body moves a certain way depending on what I want to adjust to. So that's one way that people do it, but everybody's unique in their own way.
Most definitely, because I've been to maybe 2-3 theaters, and when I watch how the rehearsals go. Because in theater, you got to get it right the first time. There is no, cut, go backward, cut, go back, cut, go back.
During the show, yes, but in rehearsal, you have plenty of time to get it all messed up or whatever. But you have, and that was another problem I was having when I was like trying to do the community theater thing. And there's no slight, but it's like in terms of rehearsing, there's like only so far that they go, and I think it's because time restraints and everything like that. But I've seen like normal people get there in a short amount of time, and there's a way to do it. So I always have a lot of faith that like people could surprise themselves if they're willing to. You know what I mean? So
Step out the box, right?
it's not out the box. It's just that again, it comes back from like a kind of a spiritual thing when we do the theater stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's not so much you're putting things on to become it. It's things that you're taking off to reveal, so that way underlying, like we all have that same crux that makes things primal, like we're all human. So that's why when you go to theater, it becomes compelling. It's not so much like, oh, they did all this, acting and the external stuff. It's being able to reveal the truth of that moment and how that resonates within our society's like subconscious. You know what I'm saying?
So good people, if you're definitely interested in getting in contact with Cheveyo, if you have any plays, commercials, travel agents, production companies who are interested, the number is 917-748-0306, or you can shoot an email to chidubeminc@gmail.com, CHIDUBEMINC@gmail.com. And as far as your Instagram?
Oh yeah, just on IG, Mon Madu. That's MAD like angry, Mon like yeah, I'm on Jamaica, and then Madu, MADU. That's my middle name. So there you go.
There you go.
That's it.
So I just want to thank everyone for coming out. This was a good show. This is a very good show because I even learned something myself. And it's always good. I say to anyone, learn something new every day. If you have a question, ask the person who knows. And that's what I did. I asked the questions. As far as acting, theater, will I get into it? Nah, I don't think so.
It's hard.
Yes, it's hard because I can't remember my lines. I can't remember what I even did yesterday.
Yeah.
So
and then it's like you always got to be looking for the next job too. So it's like you got to be dogged extremely. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Yeah. So I want to thank Simone Swartz for coming through. And you want to mention your book again, young lady?
Oh, yeah. So who doesn't have PTSD out there, right? No, I'm a veteran, and I write about PTSD. My book's PTSD and what helped me. So but this was great to hear from an actor today and learn about Broadway. So thank you for having me be here.
Yeah, it's our pleasure. And I just want to also thank my co-host, Miss Wendy Goldsmith. She's going to choke me later on, but I got a strong neck.
We're going to be good.
Yeah, that's right. Shaking me up a little bit. Again, this is your host, Brother Michael. This is the Pipe TV podcast. I'm here with Chevy. Yeah, look at that. I got that one right there.
Yes, you did. See?
Yeah.
See? I got solutions for everything. No.
So again, this is the Pipe TV podcast. Real talk, unfiltered. For real. So, but before we go, can we just hear one more accent?
Oh, God, I don't even know if I have another one.
No, the same one, but I just like for it to be more intense.
A more intense Trini accent.
Yeah, because I lived in the Jamaican area out in...
Oh, no, that's two different things. See, Trini is a different island. Jamaica, I can't do patois. I've been trying to do it for years. For some reason, my brain just don't click in. It's more English, and English was already hard to do. So, like, I guess maybe I might do... No, that's not going to work.
Let's go for Trini.
Yeah.
No, the Trini one is fine. I mean, I could just talk... What do you want to say? You want to talk about what I do for that every day, make sure I don't get shocked when I go in the job, don't get injured too hard, But, we work from dusk till dawn, so I got to put my feet up when I get home, feel good, watch TV, lime and ting,
All right, now, here we go. Now, that was Chevy, y'all. And
appreciate you guys.
Again, this is the Pipe TV podcast. This is your host, Brother Michael. Again, real talk, unfiltered. Until next time. Later.
Appreciate it.